All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I can type. What am I doing? Okay. I think everything should be set up. I think. Alrighty. What do we got? What are we working with? So just QM time. Is that what it's come to? All the streams are up. I should stop fiddling with things that make noise. That cannot be pleasant. So matchups are out. Streams are up. Both streams look good. I think we're all good. Just gotta make sure gamers actually show, I guess. Where? I'm dead. I'm not playing that. Yeah, I'm good. Let me take a peek at this. crazy. What am I looking for? Oh. So JP is one of the hosts, and that lets people choose their team. I'll honor it, but I'm warning you, I can only play like a third of the roster. Like, I know how to give advice for them, but I cannot play them. So that gets its most effectiveness when JP is the one hosting. What am I actually looking for? But okay, let me. Wait, how's this? Fast? Blah, blah. English? Reasonable connection? Oh, okay. Yeah. I need to keep learning this too. Loki, I need to just lab, but boring. Alright. How do I deal with this character? That really caught my backdash. Okay. You already used OTG, gamer. Really? Okay. I just need to start pressing in their face. Because that assist does not do anything for them. There you go. Use the right assist. I didn't get my air dash. That's not at all what I wanted, but... Why did that use OTG like that? What? She just chose not to get hit? Whatever. I thought the tear debt would cover that. Okay. I just need to expect them to go in always. Kill both. Why is the assist taking no damage? Why did that deal so little damage to the assist? I could have snapped and killed, but I just... Weird. I really thought Dynamo would do more. It really feels like it should have done more. Okay. Here, thank you. Corner with you. I don't have those apparently. This one. Or not. Pretty much guaranteed dead though. Yeah. But not pretty much, that is guaranteed dead. Oh yeah, I could have used an assist for that combo. If I used Copper, they'd die as well. Okay, food for thought. Wait, no, tier hit them. Whatever. Ah! Yeah, keep up, back. I didn't delay it. I didn't get it. Just die. That's not a level 3. No. Don't use 2 medium kick on block. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You're an Eliza player, you should know this. You know better. Come on. That's a crazy trade. What have we learned about calling Salt Grinder? And we've had enough. Okay, changing teams. Philia go in. I'm assuming this is Cliffhanger instead. I didn't actually pay attention, but that I would have loved to get my assist with that. That is not my inputs. Bonk. I keep pressing. Okay. Yeah. That's not at all. Oh, that's Butcher's. Interesting. Absolute guard, please. Where were you? I didn't clear my down charge. You, my friend, dead. I didn't have to spend. I was so right. I didn't time that right at all. Awkward. What do we got? What's your round start this time? I'm assuming it's still DP. Meshing. Okay. Hey, what was that for that? We were just swinging for the fences. Uh-oh. Kill both. Wow, she got out. That's a fun. I have a safety HC as well. That's great. Back. It's not all. Assist call, please? Man. None of the inputs I wanted. None of the inputs they wanted either, apparently. I'm gonna just... Yoink. Pretty sure that wasn't enough to kill, or at least not with my darting knowledge. Oh! Okay. I got footsie. Yeah, they're just calling this what if I just mash after blocking your assist? How much are you gonna spend to kill me? Because this is gonna be expensive. I don't want that super knife. It's all mind control. I mean, the funniest thing to me is they run butchers, but they don't use it to pressure. They keep using their DP assist to pressure instead. So I'm not really getting locked down. Okay. Jeez, okay, we are just calling DP. I broke the OTG. And we... Okay. I did not think I would still be active. That's awkward. Punch. Brother, my super! I have level 3, I'm meshing. Super what? Color. Oh my god, that hits me so far away! Oh, the zombie child. Why are we doing this? Probably should have just done level 3. That would have been the consistent way. Alright, I'm burst baiting again. Oh. I need to jump kick off that. Right. DP assist. I did not want that button. I just wanted to call me assist. Okay. I think if I do this right, they're dead. Ah, I didn't do it right. To the corner with you, and Bella comes in. Am I getting landing framed, or is my timing just that bad? Please hit Eliza, please hit Eliza. Kind of. You have given me no reason to respect you this entire game. I'm not going to start now. When did I... Oh, I did. That sucks. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we're nearing the end of what's essentially the audio check of the stream. Please let me know if things need to get adjusted. I can try and make my controller quieter. It might affect my voice quality, but I'll do my best. Okay, DP assist, DP assist, DP assist. Almost timed it. Probably could have done alpha counter 360. Ah. Well, I hesitated too long with my safety HC. Oh my god, can I not make any lights there? That beat my 2 HP. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. What is this? That was not a real route. Understood. Okay. Thanks to your... No, dead zone. Did not think that dash would bring me up that close. Look at it. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so. Welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. We will try and match you up with someone around your skill level and get you to play games. In this case, because there's only 2 of yous, we're giving you 7 flat games. Regardless of score, you'll get 7 total games, and I will spectate, give advice if we cannot find a good match for you. In this case, right now it's an open lobby, so we'll see if anyone else is wanting to hop in. If we cannot find a good match for you, I'll probably play and try and give you advice. Obviously, I will not go all out for the intermediate stuff. I'll give you a chance to play, see what you're working on. And the whole gist of this is just kind of notice areas for improvement, common mistakes, give you a little checklist of things to work on over the next couple of weeks. Just targets to kind of iron out. But that being said, welcome to Get Gr8, and we will first get... I just looked at the name and my brain is blanking. Get Snowda in here. But first, might help if I make a lobby appointment. And I guess just in case someone else wants to pop in, do that. But we've got lobby here. Remove both previous pins. Pin this one. So that being said, if there's anyone who's intermediate, on the beginner side of intermediate, who'd like to hop in for an open lobby, by all means, please do. And we'll get Snowda in here. We'll give this like 3-5 minutes, and if no one pops up, I'll give you some games and walk you through some of the things you might need improving on. Just test some of your fundamentals. With that being said, while we're killing a little bit of time. Hey Xion. How's everybody? How's everyone doing? How's y'all's week's been treating you? That emote is adorable. You know. Oh, man. Bro, I am so not looking forward to next week, and I keep forgetting I deliberately took Monday off. And so I'm just like dreading Monday that I won't even have to go to work. But I keep forgetting because my brain is just in the I'm so done mood. The rest of the week is kind of going to be a nightmare for me though. set the ping at 02. When the timer hits 06, I'll just ready up and we can get going, and I'll kind of walk you through some of the things I'll be looking for. Lizard. How many of y'all are pulling up to Frosty? Any gamers going this year? Because I'm definitely trying to go, but I actually need to finish scheduling my stuff. Actually, no Frosty, sad. I need to... I've been on the fence about it, but I need to actually just go and need to see if they're still accepting commentary apps. They haven't. They don't even say a cutoff date. That's really funny now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Oh well. If I apply, I mean, it's probably still gonna be Alex and Kai. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Yeah, okay. Looks like we have no biters. One last call in chat. Anyone for an open bracket intermediate lobby, preferably on the beginner or earlier end of intermediate for a good match. Otherwise, I think we'll ready up and just get right on with it. Alrighty. So, I don't think you asked for anything specific. So we're just kind of going with general habits in mind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so kind of just gonna go in, blank slate, general things. Do I play? Yeah, if I'm focusing on giving advice, I should play the team I'm most comfortable with. See what we're working with, just so I don't need to think as much and focus on what your habits are. Calling your assist. Okay. Still feels like we're trying to get a feel for the game plan. Good defense. How antsy are we? I would like to see more push blocks already. It's one thing I'm definitely missing still. And I understand that Eliza's a bit of a sticky character, so it's a little harder to push block her. Hello? Yeah, okay. Still getting a feel for our characters, kind of getting a feel for how we want to run our offense. I'm curious if you played other fighting games before this. Oh, tech out of the corner. Lovely habit. Because you're kind of playing this game like it's a stagger pressure game. Oh, you didn't let the thing rock long enough. You gotta let it go out a little bit longer. Okay, okay. I'm seeing some things I like. You're not... It's not that you're choosing bad spots to try and force and take back your turn. It's a dangerous habit to be in, specifically in a game like this, with special cancels on pretty much everything in Magic series. It's not as much a game about minus frames, and so you're making a hard call out when you're doing something like that, as opposed to push block being the default safe option. Calling our DPSs, jump in. Not keeping ourselves safe on block, gotta be very careful about that. Your character does have a safe on block special with Twirl, so keep that in mind. Use assist to keep yourself safe. Love to see it. Good push ball. Wow. We're in? What are we doing here? Mix. That kind of just sucks for timing. So especially when Umbrella is in Ravenous, but this is kind of true for the character in general, stand heavy kick is one of your riskiest options to open someone up. Your low, your throw, and your 3 medium punch, that is your bread and butter for opening people up. As well as doing something in the sweep, because you actually get the combo out of your sweep. Okay, nice. Do it on the corpse, get rid of your... be very careful with doing that in my face. How do you deal with zone? Nice. How do you deal with faster zone? It's harder to reflect. Spun the bar. Fair enough. That was really good spacing on that. Got my backdash. Ah, a little too early. 2 LP, I think, avoids most of it. Okay, you got your hit. Oh yeah, when you're close to the combo quarter, you get a combo there. Okay. What do you do for mix here? Overhead? That's hard to combo off of without. No. Oh, we have Chargeless. That's really good already. Yeah, the classic. That's really good mix. With the meter you have, I think I would have really rather you kill there. Be very careful overextending on block like that. That is one of the habits I'm definitely seeing a little bit more of, is the ability to keep ourselves safe on block, either with specials or with assists. Can start just paying a little bit more attention to like hit confirming. It's a really hard habit to get into, and part of the reason I bring up the specials is you'll see me a lot of times use my specials to keep myself safe on block. Oh, wow, that push blocked me out of it? Weird. So, one of the things for Marie, when you get used to spacing with your laser a little bit more, your air laser, you can choke off a lot of space and really control where I'm going. And one button I have not seen you use that much yet, falling on someone with your jump light punch is a really strong approach to it. It's very hard to deal with, and even when they push block it correctly, you can call them out on it. Good mix. Nice. Probably gonna want to mix me one more time. There you go. Oh, I'm dizzy. So. Unfortunate drop. Combo off of this. Good awareness. You don't have OTG. Oh wait, you do have OTG. I'm aware. Take throw. Good pressure. I jumped into that. Woo! Didn't know what that one saw. You are so patient with the push blocks to your detriment sometimes. That's risky. I'm not gonna say it won't work because it really just did, but oh, still same side. Okay. Nice. Exactly when you want to pop that. It's not heavy kick. I'm gonna be a little bit mean here. Oh, I got a drop. But yeah, that assist is an overhead. Oh, she was still a knockout. Overall, your defense in terms of actually blocking is quite solid. You're just making it really hard on yourself by not push blocking. That was a good push block. My assist was just on its way, which kind of sucks. That's a really good push block. And your push block just turned into a backdash because you weren't in block stun. That's unfortunate. So that's just... With the timer, you have to do something drastic there, but a reminder, not all supers are created equal. Understanding which of yours have hit stop before they come out and which don't, essentially meaning which ones can be reacted to after the super flash and which cannot, is very important. So Marie, your fist and your command throw cannot be, but that level 3 can. For Squiggly, all of her supers, besides I think her level 3, can be, unless you do your charge sing beforehand. And then for Umbrella, it's your level 3 command grab and your, not the reflector, but the lens, the shotgun. So just understand certain players have the awareness to know they can react to that. So that's a very good push block. And I know it might feel really annoying to fight your way out of the corner versus me. That's partially what my team and my playstyle is just kind of built to do. So I don't want you to think your push blocking is like hopeless and not working. You just have to do it a couple times, which is the unfortunate part. But that's a really good push block right there. Good spacing. Alright, what's the mix? Take throw. Murder this character. Yeah, I agree. I think I have noticed you kind of default to up backing a good bit. That's the first time you've bit on a burst bait, so I'm not going to be super upset about that. It's just dangerous. Good push block. But if you push block that explosion, that would have done a lot of good for you. But again, omitting push block and then reversing while you know I'm close enough to you, it's not a bad habit. It's just a risky one. How are we attacking throws? pretty regularly you are going to be wanting to be push blocking Paracel's Tears. Because otherwise she stays very plus in front of your face. So this character especially, push blocking frequently and push blocking very specific things, so again, like tear shots, will give you a lot more space. Alright, using the laser to fight your turn. Then using that to take your advantage. Okay. It's cute. You're scaled like crazy, so this combo is not going to deal all that much damage. You're going to want to reset soon. So, the air feels safe. Be careful taking to it too much. And unfortunately, that's kind of just a knowledge check, though. That's an overhead. Oh, you're small. Right time to press and take your turn back. I'm gonna hit your assist while you've thrown it in my face. Oh, do you know the mid-screen assist skill? You do! Oh, the spacing was just unfortunate. But I'm really happy to see you're already going for that. So, like, here, you just let the grappler stay that close to you. And it's painful. Nice. Alright, what's your mix? How do you fight for your life? Be very careful using that like that. In this situation it works, but if I had meter I could have actually used that. Good overhead. I would like you to start using Daisy in your routes a little bit more. Are you aware I can do this? Good pressure beyond it. Oh, you could have comboed off that with SBO. Your 2 light kick can low profile under this. So if you just saw me flash green right there, because this is intermediate, I'm going to start like opening your eyes to a couple other things too. Push block not only works to get you space, so if you saw that I push blocked there, it opens up a ton of other defensive options. And one of the biggest ones is called push block guard cancel. And so if you see someone flash green and essentially look like they just cheat and skip block stun, that's kind of what they're doing. And push blocking enables that sort of stuff. So push blocking is not just a get off me tool, it's a don't overextend or I swear to God I'm gonna knock your head off. So that's part of why I'm kind of like really trying to hammer the point of push block more, is because you get used to using it more, you get used to looking for more things, and you start unlocking the higher ends of defense. Because it's a lot to get into, especially for like getting into intermediate, but I want to start like getting you aware of the concepts. So if someone's like really wailing on you and you cannot get them off of you, what did I just do? I'm too busy trying to talk. There are other ways to fight back if they're overextending. And if they're not overextending, that means they're respecting it, and you can use that to buy yourself the time you do. As a Murray player, you're gonna really want to try and be always ready to attack right there, because that's one of the nicest ways to deal with someone throwing, or someone doing laser in your face is just throw them. Usually it's not going to be a counter hit, which means you can still tech it, but you need to be ready for it. I'm sorry. That was kind of just awkward. Tech throw. Oops. So again, pushing instead of push blocking there. It's kind of sketchy. Nice. Really good jump in. Being a little bit, like, I know people don't usually necessarily throw in those spots, but kind of just checking to see how aware you are, because I don't think I've seen you tech a single throw this set. And I get, like, I haven't represented the option too much, but throw teching is hard. I'm not gonna hold you. But it's a habit to really... At least if you notice that's the main way you're getting hit, start getting ready for it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend guess teching in this game. There you go. Nice. Good low profile, too. Ah, fish. But sometimes you have to, because, like, a throw gets you a really scaled hit in this game. DHC combo? Nice. But you're still in control, which is such a big thing in this game. For me, momentum and being in control of the game are one of the most important places, or most important things to think about. Because it's such a snowbally game, it's such a violent game. Oh no! Unfortunate. Almost. Like, as long as I'm doing this, I have complete control of the game. Good defense. Like, genuinely, your blocks are really good. You're just making life so much harder on yourself by not push blocking. Because most people's, like, threat range at a distance I'll get to that question in just a sec. Oh, nice. Good throw. Oh, but the drop. Jumping? But so, and granted, I am one of the strongest defensive players in this game, period. I've still got some things to work on, but that's like my claim to fame. If you start, like, while you're watching this back, if you kind of pay attention to how often and how frequently I'm push blocking and how much harder it is for you to, like, stick on me. Alright, that's 7 games. I think that might give you another idea of kind of like ideas of where to push block, but also just like how frequently I'm doing it. And so to like dip our toes into it. So push blocking by default just gets you the space, and it prevents people from being able to high-low throw you depending on the character, because you're pushing them out of range for a lot of those threats. Which makes defense a lot easier because you don't need to consider that many options. All of a sudden your mental stack is significantly lower. But the two other biggest things to talk about when talking about with push block is, like I mentioned, push block guard cancel, which the shorthand explanation is push block essentially puts you in 25 frames of block stun. And anything else putting you in block stun doesn't matter. when your push block ends, you have left block stun, and that means you can also act out of it, which is where push block guard cancel, the guard cancel part of it comes from. And so the most practical or the most like easily visible application is using an invulnerable reversal, catching them in the middle of their block string. Just you can't get hit anymore and you're hitting them for swinging. You get more in depth, you can do a ton of different things out of it. You can jab to check gaps in pressure. I mean, you can do anything because you are essentially in neutral after you leave this state. But again, the biggest one is just going to be a reversal. Plain, simple, get off me, you've overextended. So there's that side of like your offensive applications of push block. On defense, so like I said earlier, when you push block, you are put in 25 frames of block stun, essentially. And the game remembers which way you are blocking when you push block. What this means is if I'm down backing, if I'm blocking low when I push block, for the entirety of that push block duration, I am blocking low. And the way this works in the game means I can swap my block after push blocking. So if I'm blocking low, I push block, and then I block high. The push block is covering low, my actual blocking is covering high. For the entirety of the duration of that push block, I cannot get hit. Very strong habit to get into that is called absolute guard or all guard, depending on who you're talking with. And this is not a, you need to get really comfortable with using both of these instantly, but just like getting you aware of the things that push block opens up on defense. So part of, again, why I'm just like railroading this point is push block is really important for defense in this game. This game is like brutal, it's really mean on offense, but it actually gives you some really strong defensive tools to deal with it as well. It's kind of crazy how well like balanced it is in that regard. So you have the tools to fight back, and it's just kind of being aware of them, getting used to using them. But all of that starts with just implementing push block a little bit more. Yes, so for visuals, it's very minor, but when you're put in block stun, you'll see the little like circle with a cross through it, the like don't enter sign. If you're using absolute guard properly, and this also procs if someone triggers unblockable protection when they hit a high and a low at within 2 or 3 frames of each other, instead of seeing the circle with a cross through it, the do not enter sign, you'll see a magenta shield instead. It's hard to notice, but that is your visual indicator you did it right. So something to look out for. But yeah, so I've talked on and on and on about push blocks. I'll lay that point down. The other biggest thing, which you're good about, you don't do it consistently, but it is a problem sometimes, is you're overextending on block. You're leaving yourself unsafe. So we highly recommend trying to get used to hit confirming on a medium. So you do light, medium, and you only extend afterwards if you recognize they got hit. It's hard to get used to. It keeps yourself safe, and part of the reason we recommend this is it also keeps yourself safe from PBGC. Because if you extend and you still have a safe on block special, so like Marie, you have M Twirl, which is plus. Technically, if someone push blocks early and they push block guard cancel, they don't care about your plus frames, they can reversal in the middle of your block string. So encourage that as the standard. As you get into intermediate and as you get into advanced, you understand these are rules that can be broken. So it's like, I as a Parasol player, I have L-Shot. L-Shot on block is really strong. Technically it can get PBGC'd, but it's always a way to keep myself safe, and I have assists and other things to go further. And sometimes I really want my block string to go further. Sometimes I'm trying to bait a certain type of response. So it's encourage you to think about hit confirming on mediums, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. I would just rather you have a specific game plan in mind for extending that far on block, as opposed to that being your default and you having to unlearn that habit later. Yeah, no, you're more than free to link things. And if you are somehow unaware, the wiki. The Mizumi wiki for Skullgirls is phenomenal. It'll have a ton of resources. But yeah, Shion, if you have the specific link for push block. Or is that the Elgato video? But yeah, so tons of good resources there. But so yeah, back on track. Keeping yourself safe on block. A little bit of more awareness put into exactly what you're doing on block, and eventually it will become second nature, and you won't need to think about it as much. Beyond that, I think those are the biggest things. And then beyond that, a lot of it just felt kind of like still getting used to some of your characters, some of your game plan ideas, getting a feel for which buttons you like to press a little bit more. So for Marie, like I was saying, landing on people... So you landed on me with Jump Medium Punch a decent amount. That's a really good button. But in some cases, I would highly recommend trying to use Jump Light Punch instead. It allows you to continue your pressure a lot better afterwards. So play around with that a little bit more. For the squiggly, I would caution as much as you're using the Jump Heavy Punch. It's a good button, but it's not disjointed, so you leave yourself at a little bit of risk. In some cases, Jump Light Kick may have been better. I think those were the biggest things for those, but beyond that, honestly, I mean, just keep on playing, keep on having fun. The more you play the game, the more natural it's going to feel, and the more you'll have an understanding of what your characters do. And I think that's kind of the stage you're at. So I'd focus on those two major things, and then just make sure you're enjoying the game. Keep on playing, and progress will come. 100%. If you have any specific questions, by the way, please feel free to ask, or if they come up later while you like rewatch this VOD, or if it comes up even just like sometime later this week and you're like thinking about something I said or something you saw in the background while I was talking about something else, by all means shoot me a question in the server. Ping your local dunce. If a timestamp gives a lot of context, I would really appreciate it, and I'll gladly answer any other questions you have as well. This is a learning resource, so at the end of the day, it's kind of like if something's confusing you or if something doesn't make sense, just say something, because I'm putting my time in, you're putting your time in to learn. Let's make the most of it. I will not be offended if you're like, dude, what are you rambling on about? I'm here to help, so help me help you as best as possible. On that note, unless you have any further questions, I think I'll kick you out and get Ray in here, and we'll see if anyone wants to fight Ray for an advanced lobby. Otherwise, it might just be myself again. Oh, I don't even have to ping it. Thank you for being here. If this was beginner. I know you're rusty. I know you're rusty, Shion, but like, I don't think you belong in a beginner lobby. The weird thing about Skullgirls is like, once you get to a certain level in this game, even if you're playing a new character, your like broad game knowledge still makes you significantly better than a lot of the same way I can kind of just like I can pick up Bayo and have no idea what I'm doing, but smoke the majority of people playing this game just because I understand. Oh, that's not real. Like, I'm fine, Taterade. If you've got nothing better to do, I won't say no, but we're just vibing. This is we got Ray here. We're gonna give him 7 games, and beyond that, that'll be a quick and easy evening. Yeah, nah, you're good. Enjoy your time with friends or family, either or. Put that ping out basically 2 minutes ago. Give it another minute or two, and then I'll ready up and we'll fight, and I'll say words about fortune. Is Maple Story really a retirement home? Maple Story feels like a ransom house. You need your friends to save you. Which of the like 20 versions of Maple Story do you play? Are you a private server gamer? Or are you a... No, so the difference between Maple Story and Final Fantasy XIV is, like, Final Fantasy XIV is an actual game. So one's a retirement home, one's something pretending to be a retirement home while it keeps their containers hostage. I'm mostly joking, but man, Maple Story kills me sometimes. I say this as someone who is in a top 10 guild for a Maple Story 2. Like, I know what Nexon is. I know what that company is. Alright. I think we're just throwing hands, Ray. MS2 was a time, man. What class did you play? I was Runeblade, although I really enjoyed, what was the Cube class that came out afterwards? That was also fun. Alright. I gotta actually focus to play Ray, so unfortunately, conversation must end. Okay, very patient, very respectful. My defense. It's kind of nice. Where'd my push block go? Ah! Kill me. Good air throw. Unfortunate confirm. Speaking of unfortunate confirm, what happened there? Ugh. Have this air throw scaled? Do you DHC to bail out? Do you have a TOD off of throw? This is awkward. Oh no, Squidward. Do I have these? No. Okay. One thing I will say, if you notice, yeah, I feel it. If you notice I'm letting you run up to me that much, an option to represent is going to be cross up ID jump light punch. If I'm not contesting you approaching, whoa. make me deal with more. Good throw. That's another option. Oh, earlier. There you go. Okay. A little bit of spaghetti. Kill me. Good bar. I feel like there should have been a way for you to keep the corner. Okay. I need to exit windowed. I swear I blocked cross! That was very obviously cross. I really thought I had more time to punish that. Okay. But yeah, that does not chip out Parasol. That does not chip out Parasol. Whoa! Okay. I thought I was getting over it. Be very careful pressuring. Oh, I cannot get my DHCs pressuring someone like that when they have safe DHCs. That really counts as an air hit. Good jump. Uh-oh! Really? I thought that would hit me in the air. Get up forward. You go for those a lot. Jin and S literally just say my neutral's better and spit at you. Good disjoints, good projectiles.
One more time.
Forbidden fruit is the most tempting.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Helicopter. Why do I keep crossing? Ah, gross. We're not just being patient, letting push block do the work for us. Get off there. This is what I ate for not killing them. I know this matchup sucks, but you do feel a little lost. Good PPGC. That's not what I wanted in the game. Kill her, yep. Ba 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 boo. I would have preferred if you had a way to keep her in the corner. Because not having pressure in that situation makes life really awkward. Okay, that was game 4. Yeah, hit my assist, I agree. Good spacing on the overhead. I understand that's the hit confirm, but it kind of sucks. Wait, what? Where'd my OTG go? Am I? Okay, I'm crazy. Comparison. You really gotta watch out for those giant steps. I'm literally fishing for them and trying to punish you in recovery. Nice. That's a good place to represent throw. She has to die here. I really came up before my jab. That was too slow. Kill her. Do be careful with calling your fortune the way you were. I realized too late how much meter I had and I could have just smoked her.
One more once.
Yes, I am rich.
That bar is really worth being spent if I'm going to kill that assist behind it. I think I'm in light! I thought I timed that right. That sucks. ammo. Do I die? Now I should be dead. Bonk. I really didn't catch you falling. Ah. That was spaghetti. I suck at converting off of MGR. Okay.
One more time.
Do be careful with pressuring as much as you have behind brass. I need to just mash on you, honestly. Good push, block rate. Why did that last caught not hit you? What? Good incoming. Should be dead. Right there. Look at him. GG's. So, you got a bit better about it throughout the set, but I was playing very passively in terms of not checking you approaching. And especially Fortune is really good at dealing with that. So I mentioned it earlier. You started using Throw more, which is another really good option for this, but dealing with someone like me, who can block high-low really well, start throwing in other stuff. So again, if I'm not actually checking your approach and just letting you run at me, you're getting close enough to do pretty much an instant cross-up overhead with IID Jump Light Punch. That's a very strong option to represent. It's really annoying to block. It's kind of a hard call out. And then once people are calling you out for the cross-up stuff, all of a sudden even same side mid is good pressure. So you've got that sort of thing to think about. Got those for... I felt like I was just being slow blocking the Annie on cross-ups, so they were hitting me. They were seeable, and I was just not on top of it today. The band feels very one note still. It's either I'm playing a spacing game with Giant Step, or I am like really antsy and neutral. And it's not even like a panic I'm doing options that kill myself antsy. It's just I feel too nervous to do anything, so I do nothing. You're not really enforcing your game plan. So what assist do you have? You run neither of them help brass all that much, so you'd really need to get used to spacing your brasses a lot better than a lot of other bands who like have assists that facilitate that would. But a spaced brass can really check and interrupt someone else's game plan. Spaced L and M brass are really strong tools. I don't think I saw you use symbols all that much. And then again, the biggest thing I think for the band was just your block strings, your hit confirms are like, oh, they didn't block it, I'm going into Giant Step. And we didn't get to see it towards the end of the set, but I recognized that by like game 2 and started to like actively just try and run up and block something and then fish for a punish, and I kept messing it up. But like you're leaving yourself out there on bands with those Giant Steps, especially as consistently as you're doing it. As a one off or 2 off gotcha, I'm not going to say don't do it. It's going to hit people. But when it becomes the third time in a single game, it's like, okay, I know what you are. Yeah, I feel like that's the majority of what I had. We both know, I mean, I'm going to say it just to say it, but we both know, you know the deal with the drops, you know how to iron them out. It was also just, could be an off day, that sort of deal. It happens. I was dropping too. Pro, those were not the prettiest games. I think beyond that, the other biggest thing, especially with some of your characters, so like Annie and Band, Fortune too, but specifically with those two, they really appreciate having the corner. So if you can change your routing to force yourself to get the corner after SSJ if you need a DHC into it, I would like to see you doing that a little bit more. Because those characters, when you have no space to run away from them, become a lot more terrifying. And like Annie especially, it gives your overhead an actual like confirm. So I think that's a thing to be thinking about a bit more. Outside of like, can I kill? Add the like addendum, can I kill and also keep the corner? If you can't and you need to kill, like lose the corner to kill them, definitely do it. But if you can put in that little bit of extra thought process and maintain the corner afterwards as well, that will be like chef's kiss and let your team, which is already a pretty momentum heavy team, just run away with a game. I feel like those are my biggest things. Overall, you were playing well. I mean, you smoked me. So that's a lot of the advice I have for you. I don't know if you were listening when I said I was going to start mashing more on you pressuring behind your assist, and that's why the one time you dashed up and just blocked. If you weren't listening, that was intuition. Thumbs up. If you were, you're cheating, and I'm going to get you. Okay, that was a good call out then. But yeah, that was one of the final things I noticed, where it's just like, I'm giving you a lot of respect behind your assist, and I probably should have tried to check you on that a little bit more, but the one time I did... That was the first time I did caught to you as like an actual reversal that entire set. Look. If I'm mashing, I'm doing a forward jump light kick. I'm not doing caught. Caught is pain. Caught is misery. Yeah, you just gotta time the L fiber a little bit easier. I hope you're aware of this. If you're not, M fiber auto times the pickup. You just lose OTG for it. So if you want a slightly easier execution one, go there. Yeah, personally, I think L fiber is better. So just get used to the timing, but genuinely, I just constantly need to remind myself it's earlier than I think it is. Yeah, with L fiber, like I'm genuinely doing the L fiber motion input when they're in the ball of yarn. Like, that's how early you can do L fiber and still get it. So might just be worth practicing a little bit more, but you'll get used to the timing with time. Little Lamau. But yeah, if please let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I think we'll be wrapping up this fine evening. Let's go raid Pokemon, guys. Is there anyone to raid right now? Stop it. Get some help. Okay. Or... Yeah, alright, there you go. I think I might be throwing y'all at a 100 night this fine evening, because I'm not seeing any SG I recognize. I mean, maybe... What is this gamer? No, yeah, I'll shoot you at SG. But yeah, I'll get the video going. Have a good night, everybody. Well, rapid fire announcements. Wednesday, Be Great, open bracket, 8 p.m. EST. Tuesday, they run a Danison League, a ranked ladder through Mixed Masters. Thursday is only VOD review. There's no other events going on. Everything's been canceled for the rest of the year. So Thursday, we host a VOD review at an undetermined time. It'll be like around 6-7 p.m. or it might be around like 12-ish p.m. if our West Coast Gaber has to host this evening. Or that evening, sorry. Next Saturday will be us. There's no Raw Tag Rumble, so again, just Get Great, 7 p.m. EST. Things are winding down for the year. Everyone's getting ready for the holidays. So yeah, that's our rapid fire announcements. Now, have a good night, everybody, and I'll be throwing y'all over in just a sec.
And my spectator.
That's okay.
Oh, nice! Ooh!
Oh, we avoided
Let's go.
it. Nice.
Oh, let me see it.
Hey,
Here's the combo.
you finished this. They
That's
died.
somewhat of a combo,
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, they're dead.
We're missing a few more parts
Not
to
bad.
it, but hey,
Yeah.
We got Abomination.
It's like we have some bombos with like our knowledge of the mechanics of the game, or